here at Coastal Skincare, your video magazine on YouTube, and this is my Wednesday podcast. Today, I am going to do something a little bit different, and I asked the question, how old do you look? But it probably isn't going to go the way that you might think. I'm going to talk instead about how old do you think you look, first of all. Not so much how old do others perceive you as looking. And I think for most of us, we look at the second one. We look at how the rest of the world perceives us and how everyone else thinks we look. Do they think we look our age? Are we 49? Are we 64? Are we 37? Whatever it is. And what are they saying? Are they guessing you for 50 at 37? Are they guessing you for 50 at 67? It's not about that because, you know, people can be wrong. And let's just delve into a little bit more about what makes a person look or what makes their presence older. Let's put it that way. The first thing is going to be their attitude. What you say relates to age. And I'm not talking about maturity. Maturity is a great thing. I'm talking about the unattractive meaning behind the word old, as in out of touch, behind the times, negative, always in a bad mood, etc. That is what will make you look old and sound old and appear old because you're showing up old. Now, how can you change that? How can you change the way that you perceive yourself, which is really going to be the way that you come up to other people, come off to other people, is the way that you perceive yourself. Take better care of yourself is number one on that list. Skincare, nutrition, taking care of your body inside and out, that's going to be key in how you show up, what age shows up. If you're 47, you want to show up as 47, but, you know, you may need to show up, excuse me, in a way that is more youthful than, again, what the perceived notion of 47 is. And let me tell you, if you are in your 40s or your 50s, it doesn't get any easier once you pass 60 because people will have these preconceived ideas about what 60 is. You see, and I think that the world at large is guilty of that, perhaps in some countries more than others, but I think that for the most part, I can say this, if you're in the United States of America, you're fighting ageism a lot. Once you pass 35 or 40, especially for a woman, you are fighting ageism, whether it is openly said or it's implied. And you feel that. You know, we all sense what's around us. We sense the attitudes around us. And how old do you look will come into play. And again, it's also how you dress. And I'm not saying you should dress like you're 14. I am saying you should add something with some pizzazz. Bright colors are always more energetic, all right, than your softer, more neutral colors. Add something bright. It could be a bracelet. It could be a pair of earrings. It could be a gray dress with a great pair of red shoes. You get the idea. How old do you look will be based on what you're thinking about yourself, how well you take care of yourself, and what you say. Yes, it's great to reminisce about the days when Cheers was on TV, or when Back to the Future first came out in the movie theaters, or Pride and Prejudice was on television back in the 90s. It's great, but that shouldn't be the only thing you talk about. Talk about other shows, current shows. Mention Yellowstone, mention a show that just ended recently, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Talk about shows that are current and whatever it is that you like. Gold Rush. Talk about these shows. And when you're talking about TV, and you will be perceived as a more youthful, energetic individual. Keep up with the times. I'm not saying be married to the news, but keep up with the times to the extent that you can speak pretty intelligently and with good facts behind you about whatever topic it is, whether it is sports, whether it is something to do with real estate, something to do with the business of going on in the world, the economy, whatever it is that you like to read about, do it and converse, but you can go back certainly for reference, but also include that more current information. And let me tell you, how old do you look is going to change from your age or older to a younger age. And yes, that is not the way it's supposed to go. But let's face it, none of us want to be considered to be old. As I said, in the aspect of being out of touch and in a cross mood all the time and behind the times, etc. We want to be considered to be current and energetic and lively, and that's a positive thing. I will leave you with that today, and I thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe and click on some of the links I have in the box below and support my channel. I am happy to see such great progress. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.